Welcome, welcome. I thought today I would show you how I make my morning coffee. I don't do this every morning, but usually when I have work, I will just because it kind of helps me get through my day. So I already made my coffee and I put it in a blender. Okay, it's already steamy, right? And when I'm doing other stuff, when I'm doing other stuff, like to get ready for it, I'll put the top on just to keep the steam and the heat in, right? So I use a few different coffees. I use This is the main one that I use. I love it. It's called Cardiology Coffee. Okay, this comes from Arizona and it is mold-free, toxin-free, mycotoxin-free. And same thing with Bulletproof. This is by Dave Asprey. He's done a lot of work with getting mold and toxins out of coffee. And if there's one thing that I notice, it's how much better I feel since taking out, most people don't realize that your coffees that you get from like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and Folgers and all those like store-bought coffees, a lot of them are full of mold, full of toxins. That's why they're so cheap. So just realize that can really be affecting your health. So just something to look at is getting a better coffee. It might cost you it's like a little bit more of an investment in the, up front, but over the long term, when you start to feel better, I've started to feel better with drinking like mold-free, toxin-free coffees and have definitely noticed a significant difference in my mood. It doesn't affect my sleep. It doesn't affect my, I don't get like palpitations. I don't get any of that. So highly recommend Cardiology Coffee or Bulletproof Coffee. And they come in light roast, dark roast. I prefer dark roast personally, but we all have our thing. So I just brew that in my mocha pot, and I put it into a blender. So coffee's in the blender already, okay? So this is what I do. I take a good tablespoon of butter, I put that in my coffee, and then I will actually take a tablespoon, maybe a little less because I put a lot of butter in, tablespoon of coconut oil. This is unrefined coconut oil, okay? I put that in. Yes, come on, Alina, that's my girls. Those are my girls right there. Hi, Amanda, hi, Kate, how you guys doing? So, take a little, that's a lot, but you know what? I have stuff to do today, so throw it on in. Guys, we've been told this lie that saturated fat is bad for you, it's bad for your heart, blah, blah, blah. I'm not telling you to go just, eat a tablespoon of butter, although people do that, okay? They do. So people will, it's not uncommon that I cook with both these things too. They're good for sauteing meat, vegetables, what have you. Really great cooking oils. Coconut oil is probably my favorite other than butter, because butter just, let's be real, butter just gives everything flavor. Okay, so there's that. All right, so I'm gonna add one more thing to this, and most of you are like, wait, what? So I actually will add raw milk into my coffee. It adds, not only does it add flavor, because milk is delicious, but raw milk comes straight from the cow, right? As opposed to pasteurized milk, which is full of junk, right? It's basically just sugar. So I get raw milk. You can get it, it comes in a glass. I actually get this from a local market in Pennsylvania. That's where I'm at. So I get this from a local market, but you look around, guys, I'm sure in your state, in your country, they have raw milk somewhere, and it's like, they're saying it's like a movement. I don't really think it's a movement. I think it's just like people are realizing the benefits of drinking raw milk. So there's nothing wrong with it, right? It's actually a living organism because there's living enzymes in that are really good for you. So the reason why I do, it's called a fat burning coffee. The reason why I do that, it's not just for like weight loss or anything like that. It's actually not, for me, it's not for weight loss at all because I'm not trying to lose weight. For me, it is the fat, it's saturated fat, it powers up your brain, right? It makes your brain function. Do you ever notice that when you eat a lot of carbs and a lot of sugar, that you get really like tired quickly, or brain fog, or you don't sleep great, or you're more hungry, that kind of stuff? It's because I hate to say it, but the medical industrial complex has kind of deemed saturated fat as the enemy, so therefore we don't eat saturated fat, and then we're left feeling hungry and exhausted and not energetic at all. So again, just so you're aware, mold-free coffee, toxin-free coffee, right? There's so many out there. These are the two I recommend: Bulletproof, Cardiology. If you gave the milk from the grocery store, it wouldn't live. True. If you gave the milk from the grocery store to a baby cow, it wouldn't live. Most people, and I'm not going to tell you this because I want you to look this up for yourself, look up what pasteurization is. Look up what homogenization is, right? Hold on, I'm just hitting my blender here. So look up those things. Pasteurize them. Yes, correct. Look up these things, guys. We're the thing that I think is so interesting about the world we live in is people don't do the work. You have to people just kind of take things for face value, but don't do any of the research on the ingredients that they're putting in your body, how things are being made, yada yada, right? So I just boiled some raw milk, right? And it literally, this guys will, for my moms out there, for my dads out there, busy people, this keeps me full for hours. Like, I'm talking hours, okay? So I'm gonna blend this up. Oh wait, I missed one thing. So, sorry, I'm a little crazy right now because I'm excited about my coffee. So what I actually do, because we're all deficient in electrolytes, I put in, I'll show you a box. I put in Element, which is a electrolyte mix, has magnesium, potassium, and sodium. And most of you guys are completely deficient in all three, especially sodium. Sodium, there are salt pathways in literally every organ and every cell in your body, right? So if you're deficient in salt, you could get constipated, your bowels won't move properly, you can get really low in energy, because when you have salt, salt actually gives you energy and supports your system, okay? So I will actually put, it says best enjoyed hot, and I couldn't agree more. So what I do is I pour half a packet in. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. So I pour half a packet in. So one whole packet gives me 2 days worth of electrolytes in my coffee, which I love. So bear with me. I'm going to turn this on. And we're done. So I do about 15 seconds of a blend, just because I like to get everything nice, and I like to mix it up really well and get it to that latte consistency, okay? So you can see it, right? I'll pour it. It's like nice and silky, and it's so good. And what I do, guys, I make enough so I can have 2 cups, because you know what, when you're drinking, the thing is that we've been told coffee is so bad for you, blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, bad coffee is bad for you, right? But when you start drinking coffee that's actually supporting your system and that's not full of toxins, you could probably have, I probably have two cups like this a day in the morning, and that's enough. Or I'll have 1 thermos, and it lasts me all morning, and I think that's why I feel really good throughout my morning. Now again, it's not like coffee will make you go to the bathroom, because it's a natural diuretic, so don't be surprised, and it has fat in it. So the one thing I will say for people that don't have a gallbladder is maybe don't put as much in, or if you're under a program with someone, that's great. That if you're giving your body enzymes to actually be able to digest fats, then great. But if you can't digest fats, probably not the best option for you with the coconut oil and the butter. However, you can absolutely still have the raw milk, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with that, because it is living, and it is cultures for your gut, cultures for your body. So in my opinion, you could probably still add the raw milk, and feel just fine, but I would probably omit the butter and the coconut oil. I just like both because I feel it gives me tons of energy, and I feel really satisfied. Probably like I'll drink this now. I probably won't need to eat until close to 1 o'clock. So this is just like a really nice option for people who are busy or who, you know, it's also a really great way to kind of like fast, if you will. It doesn't raise, you know, typically doesn't raise your blood sugar levels. It can, it powers your brain. It helps to soothe the gut and it helps to rebuild that gut bacteria because fat actually helps the gut and helps the brain. So don't be afraid of, this is something new. If it's something new for you, start small, right? So many people, they want to add all three. I'm showing you what I do. I've been in this world of natural health and kind of like biohacking for probably, gosh, like 12 years now. So to me, this is nothing. So I always say start small, add a little bit of butter, and maybe you just start with the butter or you start with the cook, whichever you feel like you're more like, ooh, that sounds good. Add a little bit and start with a little and then build your way up, right? Our country in America anyway is so used to this like all or nothing mentality where, you know, they just you all just kind of like go for the hills crazy and there's no like balance or in between. I literally usually only do this on days when I have to work or when I feel like I need a little bit of brain boost, because it's just full of good fat and salt, right? So highly, highly recommend. And if you have any more questions about how to heal, guys, like at Honor Your Health, we are still accepting clients. We want to help you. We can help you with any autoimmune. Your body just needs rebalancing. Autoimmune is a rebalance, it needs to be balanced out. Someone reached out about having chronic diarrhea and we're told that, that's just you're gonna have for the rest of your life. It's like, well, okay, great, but maybe if we rebalance the body, you won't have that. So all I'm saying is give it a shot, right? Give your body and yourself a shot in terms of getting healthy, of rebalancing yourself. I'm gonna have a little sip really quick. Guys, it's just like, and this is all chocolate. That's why I love this. You can get like regular chocolate, chocolate caramel, mint chocolate. That is so good. So my point here is just to show you that there are so many ways to help your body heal naturally, to be in a really good place naturally and lift your body up. So many people are finding that as they balance out their body, they're like, I don't have those cravings. I don't need the sweets as much. I don't need the junk food as much. And it's because when you balance your body out and you get toxins out, you start to feel really good because that's how the body was intended to survive and intended to thrive and live, right? It wasn't intended to be under this state of like constant pressure and constant sympathetic state and constant influx of negative emotions and negative feedback, right? It wasn't like we weren't always meant to run from a tiger, so to speak. So I'm going to say this, right? We talk about parasites all the time here. We talk about getting rid of your toxins and all that. I will say it's not just inside. You need to look at your external environment as well. The people. Maybe you have parasitic people in your life or people that bring you down that are super negative, right? Try to look and observe who's bringing you down. Look and observe. And this is part of my morning routine. Like I said, I'm going to show you what I do with my coffee, but this is also part of my routine. I look at my life and I look at, okay, like where is somebody, or is there something in my life that's causing me to not push through or to not succeed and thrive? And sometimes it can be a person. Sometimes it can be someone that you've had close in your life for a really long time, but you're afraid of letting them go. Or you're afraid of just having that, again, we're so afraid of confrontation, and confrontation is just so necessary in life, and we've been kind of told, like, don't confront. That's so bad, it's so bad to argue. And it's like, well, wait a second, like, there is good debate and there is good arguing if it leads to a resolution, right? And I think the reason why so many people are afraid of conflict is because they don't want to listen. and they don't want to have an open mind to something deeper that could be happening in life, and something deeper that is, relevant. So my point here is just look at every aspect of your life every single day, right? That's how I grow. That's how most of my clients have found growth, is I'm constantly coaching them to look at not just the food and the things you're putting in your body, but look at your external environment. Are you reacting, or are you being a proactive person, right? Are you proactively looking at your life and going, I don't like that? Are you proactively looking at your life and going, yeah, that person really brings me down. Like I'm not going to continue to argue with them because they don't serve me, or they're not in the same place as I am, and it's okay. I think a lot of people think that they're going to be someone's going to be their friend for the rest of their life because they found this person, and at a moment or a season in time, that person really was like the support for you. It's not to say, you can't move forward, and friends come. I think the more that people can look at things as things come and go in life, right? Mentors come and go, people come and go, friendships come and go, family comes and goes, right? I lost my dad when I was 25. It was extremely traumatic, but I wouldn't be where I'm at today without my dad passing. So I believe personally that happened for me, even though it was traumatic and it was devastating, it happened for me. So start looking at your experiences in life as things are happening for you, as opposed to happening to you. It's a way better thought process, because you never know who you're gonna meet and what you're gonna do, and where God or the universe, or whoever you want to believe in. Think about what that higher power, for me it's God, think about what God is doing to bring you to a higher state in life, right? I hope this helps you. I hope this coffee brings you joy, because it brings me joy, okay? If you have any questions, if you want to work with us, please go to honoryourhealth.life and click the book now button. You can also, reach out to us through that. If you have any questions, you can also leave a comment. I'll always respond. So please, please, please give yourself a chance. Give your body the chance to heal itself. Give your body the chance to rebalance, and you will find so much success. You'll probably be able to go back to work if you're out of work. You'll be able to feel just amazing, right? So you're meant to have that. I hope you all have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you soon. Peace out.